All right. Now, what you got here is, this is Ciela waiting impatiently for my housekeeper. So the lady I told you about that comes around twice a week. Her name is Angelina. And she comes by and, cleans up and stuff twice a week. And one of the things she does when she comes by is she takes Ciela for a walk. So this is Ciela waiting very impatiently for Angelina to open the door and come in. And I'm going to see if Angelina will say hello to y'all when she does come in. So we'll see what happens. This is going to wiggle around some. I need to sit this bed up to get a better view. Can you hear the snuffling? That's her smelling. Let's see. I don't know. If we can see this, you might be able to see, if you watch the lights coming under the door, you'll see the shadow. When Angelina does get close to the door to open it and come in, you'll see that shadow. And so Ciela is listening right now and waiting, like I say, impatiently for Angelina to come in. And I'll probably have cuts in this something. There's some shadow. Is she coming? There she comes. Entree! Angelina, entree! And let's see if we can get Angelina to say hello. Angelina! Say hello. Let me get this right. Say hello, YouTube. Hola, YouTube. Come on. Hola, YouTube.
Hola, YouTube.
No, aquí.
Hola, YouTube.
All right. That is Angelina. That's the lady that helps me out twice a week. So, here she's got my, some cigarettes she got for me. She picked up for me. And she's collecting some laundry to do, and she'll be taking Ciela for her walk down to the beach, and all that. So that's she's been with me now that's the lady that's been with me now for 10 years. Let me get this camera straightened up. Excuse me. Let's see. Jeez. Come on. Hell, I'll resort to electronic controls to get me into the picture here. There we go. Well, not too far. There we go. And pull the zoom out a little bit. Alright, so that's Angelina. Now, for you guys that have been following my little stories and such since my first video, I wanted to give you some good news. A couple of days ago, the nurse came by. I think it was Friday. And by then I had gotten involved in a little drama. That's what that whole white hooded thing was about. Because the people were hassling Zipster, and I jumped in on that one. I got this weakness for people that are getting freaking harassed by griefers and punks like that. I don't know what it is. I always want to jump in on those fights and Oddly enough, nobody ever comes after me. I wish they would one of these times. I mean, I know how to play their little game. I'd kind of enjoy it, to be honest. See how good they are, you know. Anyway, so we're cool. We're at 5 minutes. This is kind of disjointed, but okay. The update here is that part of the way this bed sore is, first of all, so that you all understand, there's a hole in my hip that's about this big around, okay, about this big around, but the area underneath that is detached is a little bit larger than my palm. So it's about this big around. So at the edge of the wound, you have the hole that's about this big around, and if you turn it sideways on edge like this, underneath is the larger wound. Okay, like this. Which doesn't allow it to heal because the skin can't make that jump from the edge here down to the lower area here, even though there's fresh, good, healthy meat for it to grow onto. It can't jump over that gap. So what the word was the other day, hopefully this will stick. This is very fragile and it may become undone and everything. But the word was the other day when the nurse was checking it out that one side of this wound has reattached itself. Now, it hasn't reattached itself all the way underneath, but at the edge of that wound, it's reattached itself to the meat underneath. So, if that stays, if that attachment doesn't break, then it's going to fill out much quicker and reattach all that other undermining much quicker, and the skin will be able to grow onto that fresh tissue because it won't have to jump over an empty space to do it. So things are going a lot better on that case. So there's an update for y'all who've been following this. Now, it's still going to be a while before this is healed up, but in part because of YouTube, because I end up sitting here watching this for so long, you know. It's a lot easier to tolerate the time in bed and such, but hopefully we'll have this thing healed up sooner than otherwise, and I'll be able to get up and around more easily. So, okay, well, there's that update. I got another. Okay, a quick addendum to this, because I really need to tell you a little bit more about Angelina and the way she is, what kind of lady she is. She normally works for me on Mondays and Thursdays. Now, today, of course, is Tuesday, but she had something else going on Monday. But Sunday night, actually Sunday afternoon, she came over just to bring me a home-cooked meal to eat. They'd had a barbecue Saturday, I guess, and she saved me some, you know, a rack of ribs and some chicken and things like that, and saved all the bones for Ciela. So Ciela's got a week's, maybe 10 days worth of bones to eat. I mean, she eats those bones like that, so you know. But she didn't have a car. She came down on the bus just to bring me a home cooked meal. And she'll do things like if she's in one of these big, you know, supermarket It has all the discount prices on large amounts of a product. She'll do things like show up with literally 15, 12 packs of Cokes. That's 180 cans of Coke, because that's kind of almost all I drink. I don't even drink water. I just drink Coke. And for those of you who say, "Oh, that's bad for you," well, no, it's not. My body is adjusted to it, and everything except for this bed sore, my health is perfect. Blood numbers, everything is just fine. So, anyway, that, she does these things for me on a pretty regular basis, just to make life easier for me, especially since I've been stuck in this bed. So that's why I say that she's more than family. That the term housekeeper doesn't cover it. She that's her primary job, but it doesn't cover it. That's why I say that she's like family. I've become kind of an adopted member of her family. When she came by Sunday, she brought her boy with her, and they only came by to bring that food by, and then they left. But he'll play on the computer when he's here and things like that. I have a special page set up for him. Right now it's school days, so he doesn't come by with her, but in the summertime she'll bring him by, and he comes with the he'll play on the computer on the Nickelodeon channel, on those games, things like that. So that's, you got to really understand. I wish I could tell you all the different little things that she does, helps me, but there's too many to name. So that tells you something more about her and how much help she gives to me. So her name fits perfectly. Angelina, that is it kind of like means little angel in Spanish, and it's not quite little angel. That would be Angelita, but Angelina is, something like that. So she's already got the name Angel. So her mother named her right. So anyway, that's that. I'm gone. I'm going to make that other video here in a little bit, but I wanted to make this addendum here to let y'all know a little bit more about her. So I will holler at y'all later, and thanks again for this is a long video, but thanks for sticking around for it. I appreciate it. Adios.